I was knee high to a samurai.
So, tons of people talking about seeing this Hate You Give movie. I honestly can say I don't even know what's it about. Like, but tons of people been wanting to see it. I know it's that girl from Hunger Games with the eyebrows.
I believe so.
With the eyebrows.
Yeah, from what and then she was in what's the other movie with supposed to be like I don't know.
It's pretty much. I saw the trailer for it. It's this guy. It start off like it's supposed to be the next hood classic.
Mm-hmm.
Start off with this young guy in his mama car bumping some Tupac, little shorty in the car. Man, what you doing listening to this old stuff?
Mm-hmm.
He like, girl, you need to stop playing, man. Tupac go hard. He spit his game. She like, man, you know I got a boyfriend. And he hit her with the, you know what, that's cool. I've known you all my life. We got plenty of time. I'll wait.
Mm-hmm.
So they, they on their best friend shit. Next thing you know, police pull him over as he going home. White officer, get out the car. Alright, I get out the car. I ain't did nothing. He's sitting there trying to calm Shorty down. It's gonna be all good. He's supposed to have his hands on the car. He went to grab his brush his hair. Policeman, bow, 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 killed him. Cold blood. So now she traumatized. Got motherfuckers telling her, you should say something. Got other motherfuckers, you shouldn't say nothing. Motherfuckers threatening her and shit. You know, they got the black preacher involved, the whole city involved. Looks like it's going to be a great movie. I haven't seen it yet, but I asked a few people how it was. They said it was pretty great. It's depicting exactly what's going on in the black community right now.
But I think we mentioned this earlier. The flip side, though, we don't want people to just not trust cops at all.
Right. Just to play devil's advocate, you know, Charlemagne says it best, the black privilege thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes, you know, with all good things, you got bad things that can come from the midst of it. You know, a situation like this. I'm just saying all situations happen. Situation, boom, some guys do some shady stuff. Don't get caught. They just walking down the street. Next thing you know, police pull them over. They want to pull it. I ain't did nothing, man.
I'm just a black man.
I'm just a black man out here.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it doesn't get to that point. But, you know, that was just me playing devil's advocate. But from what I'm hearing, it's a great movie. Hopefully some change can happen.
Yeah, some change needs to happen on both sides.
Right.
Basically.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what I can say, man, from his description of the movie and something I want to give people, man, go into the movie thinking about everybody. Don't go into the movie just... I know it's black characters. Don't go into the movie just thinking that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If like Joe's saying, I'm gonna give you that tip. If like Joe's saying, he don't want it to be like just a black privilege thing. Just go into it thinking of police brutality in general. You know what I mean? Don't just say, oh well, it's a black guy. I know it's hard not to see that, but these situations are happening to other people too.
Right.
Yeah.
We're just the majority. We're the minority in the majority of these situations. You know what I'm saying? We're in the situation majority of the time, but to get the full perspective of the movie, go into it open-minded.
Yep. There you go. That's exactly what I was going to say.
All right. Also, another hype movie just came out. Widows.
Supposedly hype.
Supposedly hype.
I
I think it was good. To me, like the performances. The performance was good to me, but you do have to scale back if you think like this is like a big heist movie or something like sort of like set it off. Because I was thinking too, like, oh, they're gonna keep on trying to give dudes money back and pulling off these different jobs. But no, it's only one heist and it's not that grand. But I would say like the acting and performances are straight. All my folks said they liked it though, so. I went to see it from my
It was
friend,
cool. The ending was too
cool.
abrupt
But
and
if,
weird.
If you think it's like this is a big Ocean's 11 heist movie or like setting off for this generation,
Got the wrong movie.
it's definitely.
But see, y'all helped me right there because from me watching the trailer, I didn't think of it as a heist movie at all. I thought it was like a revenge type movie. Mm-hmm. From the way I perceived the trailer, it was like this blah, 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 blah happened to our men or whatever, and then these guys are still after us, so we got to do what we got to do
to get the money back. Yeah.
But I didn't know that it was to get, you know what I mean?
But,
I thought it was just protection, basically, and revenge on
Shout out to I cannot pronounce his last name. I'm so sorry, but Daniel, the dude from Get Out, he did an excellent job.
And Black Panther. Yeah, he was cold.
Yeah, he was also in Black.
He was a cold piece.
He was cold. He was a cold in that. And Paperboy from Atlanta was in there too.
Oh yeah.
He wanted to run for the war, and then Colin Farrell, the other dude, he was running against him.
Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
There was some racism in there too, in the politics. There was some. It's
dudes,
deep politics in that movie.
It's like some deep politics in the movie and like how they play the game and.
So should I see this? Movie.
Don't go in there with the mind like it's a heist movie.
Well, I wasn't.
Yeah, that's an ask.
That ain't what he asked
That's
you. Should he go see it?
I got a 4-day
watch.
weekend this week.
I think it's.
Should I go see it?
Should he go?
If you had a free ticket, if you had a free movie ticket to go
Matinee.
see any movie,
Matinee.
I wouldn't go see that.
You wouldn't
Well,
for free? I would see
but,
for Matinee.
but that's not.
No, if
situation.
you was given one free movie ticket to go to any movie for free, I wouldn't go there. I would go.
I'll do Matinee.
But that's not my situation. I just want to know if I should go and pay. For
I think
this.
your wife will like it.
Okay.
Or you can just save it and get it on DVD. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
But I'm not. Listen. If it was bad, I would say don't pay for it at all.
Yeah,
But
go see it just to see.
$9 to $11.
Right. On a cheap day, it's okay for me to go see.
I'm gonna tell you to go see it because Black director did it. Steve McQueen. A room for everybody.
Support black business.
Yeah. At the same time though, he did direct 12 Years as a Slave.
My wife was upset with the movie because this is the thing with movies.
Oh, your wife was upset?
Yeah, because she liked the movie, but I feel like how movies end will affect the total grade of a movie.
Yes, it does.
If the movie's ending is whack, your whole vibe that you had all the way up to that point you can lose 2 points off the grade easy.
And that's the
Yes,
thing
it
though.
does.
But with these single movies though, you can't expect everything to be an epilogue.
But let me explain to you why this is I feel like this is 2 to 3 points dropped on her scale because not only the ending was abrupt, but it didn't even answer the question that it posed in the first place.
That's true because
Like the plot twist is about, in a nutshell. No. Listen. Let me explain. In a nutshell, the plot is that under certain circumstances, the wife who lost her husband owed this man money. I'm not gonna say who the man is, but she owed a man money. By the end of the movie, things happen. You do not find out whether or not the money was given to a person.
That's true. You don't find out like what was the fallout after all of that. You just
After
know
all of it,
know just one thing, but just like okay, but how does this dude stand with this situation when this just happened to him and somebody close to him
Well, was
just
it
happened?
done in a way to make a sequel?
No, definitely not a way. It was
it's over with.
It's no sequel.
Yeah.
This is like a standalone movie.
All the questions that you needed answered.
That's what I'm
as far
saying.
as
Like
the
these
plot.
standalone movies, you can't expect the epilogue. Like Lord of the Rings has to have the epilogue.
Yeah, because it didn't directly show the fallout, but the fallout was to be assumed.
Yeah.
Basically, like it's a lot of holes in the plot, and I feel like it's because it's based off a book, which books always have more detail than the movies. I think that's a thorn in the side too. But I just felt that it was really weird, especially for you to be a director, that you would skip something that the whole movie is really based on.
And then he said, the director, before the movie started, I don't know if you got the clip too, he was like, this is always a movie I wanted to make when I was a kid. Like, they be doing like them little interviews before the movies now.
Director's cuts and stuff?
Not even directors, just the cast and crew. They did one for Incredibles too. It's like, I know it's been a long time. It's been 20 years with Samuel L. Jackson and all of them. Like, but it's finally here. But like little
You looking at the plot,
things
man?
like that. Oh. Anyway, Widows. Performance is good. Plot. It's cool.
It's okay.
Villain, real great.
It wasn't even the main villain.
It wasn't,
It was the
but-
sub villain.
Yeah.
He was great. He did some jacked up stuff
I was
to
gonna say
handicap
that's
people.
oh, bruh.
It was awesome.
Bruh. I'm not going to talk about black doesn't condone any type of violence against handicapped people.
Exactly.
I'm just saying what he did. I'll
was
disclose
messed
it.
up.
I'll disclose it
Bruh.
after the
Every time
broadcast,
dude was
but-
on the scene, he did that shit. I know you probably seen the trailer when the dude was rapping. He's like, hey, rap for me. Y'all even see that? And then
Which were the cool kids, by the way. Shout outs to the cool kids.
Yeah, and then we rambling, Joe? Okay. So what's going on in Titans this
We
week?
so sorry, y'all.
We sorry.
That's how they intro.
Yeah, that's how it
Titans.
sounds.
Yeah,
Pretty
trying as
hardcore.
fuck, like,
It's
yo,
pretty hardcore,
excited,
like
Like it come out Batman, Wonder Woman, Then the beat just dropped. Dun, dun,
Right.
dun, dun, dun. We on that trash.
Right, it's almost like that beat drop. They come in all nice with the bat. You see Batman swinging, little DC characters. Wonder Woman come with the little punch and stuff. I think they might even show Green Lantern. Then all of a sudden, screw all that nice stuff.
Right.
We on some trash. That literally, like he said, that's how it is. It's
Another great episode. They're doing Titans a lot differently than I was expecting, which is great. I'm here for it. I thought it was gonna be cheesy on some Flash shit, but
Do you still watch Flash?
no.
Okay.
And I said that too, Jared. I called it. It's not gonna have any longevity because they sitting here.
Everybody's saying that even with Arrow
too soon.
Even with Arrow too, they said Arrow really can't find his footing no more.
You feel me? Like with the Flash, they brought out a Reverse Flash too soon. Way too
Definitely.
soon. Now it's like, where are you going? Where are you gonna go now? You're gonna keep having these people that are supposed to be faster than the person before them. He's supposed to be the fastest guy ever. And then the next season, you found another nigga. He's supposed to be the fastest.
You been watching
guy ever.
Supergirl? How's Supergirl? No, I heard this.
I couldn't fuck with it when they brought Superman in the picture. TV
Oh, yeah.
TV main characters wind up always being shitty.
What about?
That's why I'm really hoping on Titans to jump back on Titans. They never show Bruce Wayne or they ever show Batman.
They allude to him a lot.
Because you
but they
can't
never
have
show
a
him.
random play.
Okay, at least
an
they allude
iconic
to him.
figure.
They allude to him because, like in the Arrowverse, they don't really allude to Batman. They might say a line here or there, but just to know that these universes are connected.
With Titans, they're really doing two. They're really doing 3 backstories, but mostly 2. The main story of the big picture thing is Rachel Raven. That's they trying to figure out what the fuck going on with her. But in the midst of that, they're also telling Dick's backstory about why he left Batman. And in the midst of all of that, Starfire is still trying to figure out who the fuck
Who she is. She don't even know who
Right,
she is.
she got amnesia. But this episode right here, they introduced Jason Todd.
Where's my nigga Cyborg at though?
Fuck,
He's
no,
not
he
there.
good. He good.
He's straight.
But they introduced Jason Todd. Jason Todd is Jason Todd.
He's just is he the Red Hood or he's just?
We
No,
can't.
he's Jason Todd. He's
I know we
Robin.
wanna
Oh,
give
he's the
out-
Robin
pulled-
right
he
now.
pulled-
Okay.
Spoilers.
kind of gave out a little.
Spoilers. He pull up in a Robin outfit, and he's like, "Who are you?" I'm Robin. I'm Jason Todd. So you already know where they about to go with this. They about to do the little brother, big brother thing. You already know the little brother always get things done a little bit better than the big brother. First things first. Jason was like, "Yeah, this new armor, it's bulletproof. This, that, and the other Teflon.
Oh, yeah,
Dick
something
was
that's
like,
6 times stronger than Kevlar.
right." Dick was like, "Batman did that for you?" Yeah. Then Dick was like, "Well, how you find me?" "Oh, you got a tracking device in your arm." "I do too. See, it's right here." Dick was like, "What?" "Oh, he ain't tell you?" "Oh, my bad." So, anywho, how'd you meet up with Batman? I tried to steal the hubcaps off the car. It's crazy because I think about that moment, when he let me drive the Batmobile around. Wait a minute, he let you drive the Batmobile?
Which I think was a lion flex right there.
Right.
I don't. Batman ain't let
That was a
nobody
flex.
drive that.
That's a bat flex.
That was a-
Jason
right, that
Todd
was a
can't
lie.
hit him with the, you don't know.
Right, yeah, he did the whole time.
You never knew.
And then it
Then-
breaks at the end of the show. It really breaks down. They save the day. They do the little superhero shit. Police come up. Dick was like, "Hey, Jason, take care of that for me." Thinking, he just gonna smoke screen and just let him know what's really going on. Shit. Jason Todd let it be known who the fuck he is for real, for real. He go in that bitch and whoop all the police officers' asses. All of them, like, sleep them. Beat the shit out this one female officer, like, no
Slump
filter.
Alley. Slump Alley.
Slump Alley, party of 12. And
The hands
Jason
of
and
justice are equal opportunity for everybody.
Dick finally pull up on him, pull tight on him, like, "What you doing? Batman ain't teach you no shit like that." Jason was like, "I don't see Batman here. Fuck them niggas. All they gonna do is call our asses anyway. Little weak ass cops. All they gonna sit here and do is, assess the situation and call me and Bruce, and we gonna come say today, fuck these niggas and fuck you too," and walk off. Like, they really depicted Jason how you expected him to be. Like,
Hardcore.
Titans keep going.
Alright, moving on though. Game of Thrones finally released a teaser. I revealed that they'd be back on in April. No Game of Thrones came on this year at all. This year's 2018. Niggas been missing that shit.
They know what they doing.
Bruh. And even though they didn't show no new footage, I was sad about that. They was hyped because they were saying every sacrifice, every death, all of this leads to this moment. And they talk about they had the biggest battle filmed. like the most hours they spent filming it and so many extras and people on it.
This supposed to be the final season finale.
Yes, this is
series.
This is
it.
This is the last.
Aww.
This is it.
Yeah, and it just got me hyped. Like, to me, at the moment, Game of Thrones is probably like one of the best shows on TV at the moment. To me,
Too bad. Don't no one watch TV no more nowadays.
if it is, it's that.
Right.
I'm gonna lie, either that or Power.
I watched Chicago PD. That's pretty dope.
No, you in Chicago.
Man, TV's
That's pretty
overrated.
hardcore.
You can get
I
all
binge
that
watch
shit
everything.
online.
I go to HBO Go. I use HBO Go to watch it. I do. I stream it.
Yeah, but I can't wait for Game of Thrones.
I
Like
can't
you
wait for
said,
next
man,
Friday.
they
I'm
didn't
still.
bring any-
I can't wait for next Friday. I'm still happy about this Titan shit. I'm sorry. Right.
Bro, how far are you on Game of Thrones? I know you
Man,
behind.
I'm behind like a motherfucker. I know the Black Dragon's gone. He ran off.
Oh, yeah, you saw that.
Did his own thing. I know
Nigga
that.
Tom Brady that shit.
Right.
With the spear, ice spear. They made this is my ice dragon, nigga.
Right.
Nigga like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Blue Eyes.
So
Black
you're
Dragon.
not behind.
On
That
my
was
He know that
last
happened,
episode.
though.
Oh,
He knows what happened, right?
he said.
I don't know nothing else. I know the
You know Jon Snow is related to old girl
who's old girl?
with the
one that
dragons,
he's-
mother of the dragons.
The one that he's. The one
Bruh,
that
all right,
at, the
cousins?
time, at the time that they found out.
They ain't know
at
though.
the time that somebody found out.
Bruh,
They
Right,
fucked.
in the middle of them finding. Well, they didn't find out. Somebody
Wait,
else
I didn't
found out
even
in
know
the
they
middle of them
linked.
doing
I didn't
that.
even know they linked
Yeah,
up.
you remember they linked up like when Jon Snow finally got introduced to her. They was like
Before or after he
Khaleesi,
died?
the
Before
mother
or
of
after he
dragons,
died?
the freedom of slaves.
Before or
and stuff.
after he died?
This is after.
after
This is
he
Okay,
died.
so he back.
He back.
Tupac back, so
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Yeah, man. But that's what I was talking about when he when they got introduced to each other. They was like Khaleesi, mother of the dragons, freedom of slavers, and
All
this
kinds of
other-
stuff, man.
All types of
I
time.
remember
It's
that
like
list.
Jon Snow, the king of the north.
That was it.
Hey, the
say
beat
bastard.
sponsor. The beat supposed to drop though. Jon Snow, King of the North.
Top down on the north. I'm home.
For real, Jon Snow been doing that dirty work. He went through like what 2 battles
Right.
already. Jon Snow, he be putting in work.
Hey,
I
he
ain't
do,
gonna-
man.
Yeah, I ain't
He
gonna lie.
gets out there.
He just
on
too
that
noble
field.
for his own good. Niggas after him like, why you don't lie to this? He went to see Cersei, tell him like, hey, the White Walker's real for real. They out here, and they was like, he just told her too much. He was just too honest instead of just like telling her some lies and shit just to
Right.
get him on his side. It's like, nigga, you too noble. And he's just like, he said some shit. What is words then? If we don't stand behind our words, what use our words then? Because they're like, that's how your father got killed and stuff like that.
Ah, wow.
Yeah.
Jon Snow, Al Snow's uncle.
Go ahead.
I remember that in Moppy.
Oh, my man.
Game of Thrones be back in April. It's been a long time. Too long. So apparently, Devil May Cry anime has been announced. It's been an animated series before. It was like, I guess, 4 episodes or something. But a
So
new one
it's-
just got announced.
So is this the parallel universe? This is the updated universe, or is this based off
I'm
the
not
original
really
Devil
sure.
May
I
Cry?
don't
I
They
think it was
gave
just an announcement.
I don't think they gave too much,
No teaser
No.
work? Okay.
too many topics, except that it is connected to Castlevania.
It
It's
is
in the
it's-
same universe. It's a shared universe or something.
That's gonna
How?
That's gonna be weird.
I don't know,
Konami,
man. That's what
Konami
the,
and Capcom.
that's what the director.
The
said.
universes just don't work, man. Because you literally talking about like hell versus like middle age folklore, wolves and lycanthropes, and you combine you're collaborating that with hell demons, marionettes, Mundus, Satan equally.
Mm-hmm.
Don't sound like
I mean,
a
you
good
gotta
mix.
be pretty jacked up to be Dracula, though.
I mean, Dracula.
Somebody's
Dracula.
like,
Don't get it twisted. Dracula was a beast, but he was
Man, some
almost
other
he was
stuff
almost
going on.
likable. I'm
He
talking
was
about.
like, he was a scholar.
I'm talking
like I said
about
before.
I'm talking about the hellish of the hell. I mean the Satan that looks like the angelic.
Because I think in Castlevania, hell is still just like a folklore. It's not. They're not saying it's real.
Well, maybe
It's
that's
not.
how they introduce it.
Oh no, it's real. I mean,
It's
based
real.
off the little bit that I've played. What's it called?
What it's done differently. I would say that.
I played Lords of Shadow, and I mean based off.
I mean,
of
but
that,
we'll see. I mean,
And just
maybe
like
it might turn out good.
the Devil May Cry hell is different from the Doom hell.
Devil May Cry hell is like. I mean, it's kind of raw because that shows that everybody in hell ain't bad though, because his dad was from hell and he was a beast though.
yeah.
He was straight devil. Sparta was no joke. The boy spawned two of the greatest warriors to live. Virgil was a beast too. I love Virgil.
Yeah, Virgil. Yeah,
That plot twist when you found out who he was, I was like, what?
Yeah, because he had the locket on him.
Yeah, he knocked Nello nice. Yeah, the other half of the amulet. Because you don't really find out what sense that made until what Devil May Cry 3. Because 2 was super hell. 2 was forgettable.
2 was I couldn't.
2 was so bad. When you read 3's pamphlet, it told you that the person in 2 wasn't Dante. The creators told you.
And
themselves.
they always put it like after, like every Devil May Cry's before 2 that happened. That's how you know that shit was ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
Because
because they kept writing out.
3 was before 1.
Like
they
how,
wanted to make sure,
like how
2
they was
like,
doing Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. Oh, this happened before that. So people keep skipping E3. In case y'all don't know, E3 is like a big gaming convention when everybody comes out there, all the gaming companies, Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft, Bethesda, Activision, you name it, who's there to show off, make big announcements, show off their games, have playable demos. Come to find out, PlayStation is skipping E3. And I guess they're the last one because EA already skipped it. They have their own shit. They might have like other announcements and other conferences shows like Sony, something like that. But they have their own shit around the same time in LA with their booths and their own conferences. Bethesda has their own shit. Microsoft doing it. Now Sony's taking it back to like, hey, we're not in it. I don't know if they're gonna have their own shit during that week.
They will.
They probably will. Whatever. Because that's the new trend now. But actually on the show floor at E3, like it's like a meme. It says one big thing for Fortnite, and then tacos and hamburgers and stuff was going to be
Yeah,
at
Fortnite,
E3.
I mean, yeah, everybody talking about Fortnite.
I feel bad for E3. Like, wait, man.
I
I mean, the times are changing.
I don't, because E3 at one point in time was the platform to get these brands out. I
But
feel like
the
now
brands-
it's at a point that the brands have outgrown E3. So it's like, why would I pay you to sponsor my stuff? My name is already big enough. I can just rent my own space over here,
Yeah, true.
and I get all the dough.
That is the natural order.
Yeah, I mean, because like gaming as an entertainment now, it's like doing that shit. I think
Gaming is
it's number 2. I think it hasn't beat movies yet, but it definitely beat music.
Content. Video games have literally beat as is considered in competitive gaming. It's a sport now. Electronic sports. Like we're in a generation where, believe it or not, playing video games is considered a sport now. You're a finger athlete. Well,
Yeah, are isn't ESPN showing them matches now?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, some of those people make $100,000 a year. Some make even more.
Bruh, some make
I'm
more.
bro,
Like some
what
the
is going
2K league they had.
on? I work way too hard.
The 2K league they had makes more money than the D league players.
Yeah, all you gotta do is get sponsored. You
That
go
shit
out,
is
go out to the
crazy.
tournaments and get sponsored.
That shit is crazy.
So the dudes
who actually play
the dudes actually
makes
play
less
the sport make less
than the niggas who play the games. That is crazy.
The dudes who play the games make more than the people who made the game.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, that's probably true.
Hey man, that's happened like with people who make like tennis.
You win that
rackets.
tournament. You and your
Oh,
if you,
yeah, I mean that's been happening in sports for a long time.
That's been happening for a minute, bruh.
That's crazy. I mean, I ain't going to no sporting tournaments because people like to shoot people over there.
Right. Oh yeah, man. That was sad though.
You know, but shout outs to you, man. If you eating and you in the gaming community, you eating. Congrats,
And
man.
I think that also too is just slowing down. Like this generation has been here since 2013. Like most generations only last like 5 years. Console generations. The reason why last one just is a long one, so people just like, oh, it's too soon. But the last one was like 10 years, 2005. I guess more like 8.
That was what?
Xbox 360, PlayStation 3. But Xbox 360 came out early. It came out 2005. PlayStation 3 came out 2006.
So it's
with the
been.
Wii.
I mean, but then when did? So the one been out.
Since
The 4 and the
2013.
1 been out.
2013.
Xbox One been
Going
out that long?
5.
2013?
Yep.
No way.
So
2013.
5 years now.
Going on 5.
So it's about to
Yeah,
switch
it's 5
over.
now.
Yeah, because Nintendo
Well,
is about
Xbox
to
already said
announce
they
another
were-
console soon.
Microsoft said they're working on 3 already.
And then the
They got
Wii U
3
came out
consoles coming out.
2012. I mean, but they just scrapped that already.
Yeah.
I like the Wii.
And the One X just came out a year ago.
But those are like mid console generation
Yeah, but
refresh.
how much better
Kind of
can-
like.
can-
But they
like
do that
Jesus
every year, though, to
Christ.
be fair. Because they make, like,
Yeah.
the original system, and they always make a... Because before, it was quality.
PlayStation,
Now it's quality,
PS1.
but when it wasn't quality, then, like, the PlayStation, it was just made into, like, a more portable...
And just
Yeah,
think
PS1.
about
Yeah.
phones. You got the iPhone X and what the XS now or some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
The
No,
Max
but these are
is-
3 new consoles that they're making.
But they're not brand
Maybe
new.
one of them would be handheld.
Nah, I don't think nobody mentioned one handheld because Nintendo ruled that shit.
I'm just saying.
Sony learned that.
They
Sony,
tried.
yeah,
That's
Sony
what I'm
tried
saying.
it.
Sony tried. They PS Vita.
PSP went off.
I
PS
had
Vita.
PSP.
PS Vita is because support for Sony for that though. They ain't supported as it was. as
PSP
it
was
should.
okay.
PSP though was great though. I would say because
I
they
had
supported
one.
it more than the PSV.
The thing I liked the most about PSP was just certain titles. Like I like the fact that Grand Theft Auto was multiplayer on there. I had Grand Theft Vice City. That was fun.
But see, me, I was never big into handhelds for real. I
Me
had just
neither.
had the original Game Boy.
Me neither.
It made my neck hurt.
Colors came out though.
When that Pokemon came out, that's
No,
when everybody had a
the Game Boy
Boy.
Advance SP, the one that folded and had the
That was the
backlight.
best one. The Game Boy Advance.
Because the Game Boy Advance, the
Had one of
SP,
them?
not
That
the first
was
Game Boy
cold.
Advance with the glare always, but the one that was folded and had the
Had one
backlight.
of them?
Yeah.
That one was the truth.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
That one was fire. That's probably the best, in my opinion, probably the best handheld.
Probably is. And it was comfortable to play.
Yeah.
That's the thing too. They're not.
It's
comfortable.
equivalent to like the PlayStation controller. The PlayStation, the original PlayStation analog controller. That's like the textbook controller.
Yeah, and that's why Sony stuck with the same way ever since. They know it works. You know,
Yeah.
Right.
it works. And you know, they took that idea from the original. I guess the way the controllers lay out without the analog sticks from the original Super Nintendo controller.
Yeah, because the Super Nintendo was the best one, to my opinion, before PlayStation. Like, I don't know. Genesis was cool, but it was just weird. It was,
Yeah, it was
fat.
fat.
It was shaped like a croissant.
It was. And it had 3 buttons, A, B, C. It's like I'm missing some.
I liked the ABC. They could have just added top buttons.
Yeah.
And what it had?
They adjusted to it because it went from 3 and then it turned into 6. Because then they had A, B, C, and then it was X, Y, Z. Like that. And then they had top buttons too. Sega Saturn had that.
Oh, the Sega Saturn. Man, Sega Saturn was a bust though.
That was my system.
I know,
I had a
but
Genesis.
Slept on.
that shit.
I had a
that shit
Genesis.
went and
and a
flew by, and then they
Dreamcast.
dropped the Dreamcast, and that's what Sega fucked up. They just dropped it like, okay, this is gonna be the best new thing. No, after the Saturn, when they had the Jaguar.
No, that was before. Jaguar was before Dreamcast.
I knew it was a third system.
No, but after Saturn, it was Jaguar, wasn't it? Yeah,
I knew it was a
because
third
Sega kept
system.
coming out too fast with that shit.
Genesis.
What
That's the
happened-
best thing.
Jaguar.
What happened was Dreamcast was a hit, but their console was like batteries because you could play it. But if you was somebody who played it too much, they fried out on you.
Yeah,
I knew too many people. I was like, "You got a Dreamcast still?" Like, nah, mine's.
I think the
nah,
people
mine's
just
died.
got tired of Sega saying, "Oh, this is the best new thing. This is the best thing," because that shit kept flying.
Dreamcast was a little bit ahead of its time.
It was. It definitely was. Like especially
Sega was
online
ahead of its
playing.
time, honestly.
It
They
was.
just didn't know what to do with it because Sega, believe it or not, with the Sega Saturn was the first console that I know of that had a dashboard. That was before PlayStation.
And then you know how people associate Tomb Raider with PlayStation. That shit was originally on the
Right.
Sega.
Yeah,
But that shit just took off
yeah.
over there. So
I was
Saturn made money. I mean, not Saturn. Sega made money though.
Sega did.
Letting PlayStation get Sonic, Dreamcast. I mean, Tomb Raider.
I mean, they had to because
They just decided to sit down and play their role.
we're just
right.
gonna be soft.
But they was making bad decisions because, like I said, the systems was good. They was just ahead of their time. Like around the time the GameCube was out, the Dreamcast came out, it probably would have did better with the technology. And the whole, like I said, just with the dashboard and all of that, the interface. But the deal with Sega is like they just made bad decisions. First off, they stopped making consoles, and then they took Sonic in the direction that he took it. Like they totally ruined it. You know it's bad when a fan base Sonic game came out last year and had way more critical success than your past 3 official titles of the same
yeah, they
brand.
just been doing Sonic 30 for years.
To be
Like,
fair,
it hasn't been
out
good
of
Sonic.
all the little remakes they've had, it's one I'm really messing with, and that's when they on the little hoverboards.
Sonic Riders?
Yeah.
I heard that was
It's not,
was
it's not a remake. I mean, it's not bad. But that's a spin-off. I'm
It's
talking
not.
about something that's like story-based, though.
Oh, okay.
Like, since Sonic Adventure
Like
2
the
Battle,
full moon shit, like when he turned into a little.
I like the Werewolf.
I'm cool.
I
That was
heard-
my favorite one.
For real, I heard that was the worst.
That was
People
not a lot of people
talk-
didn't like it because the Werehog, but it was like you got to fight.
It
for
was
the
kind of
Werehog. It was
like
dope.
it's like on the Dreamcast, you have certain levels. You play as Sonic, play as Tails, play as Knuckles.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of how I felt with that one. Like you either running
Mm-hmm.
with Sonic, or if you the muscular dude, you doing some Knuckles shit with. him.
So y'all saying Sonic was good at one point?
He still is. He the GOAT.
He's still good. It's just Sega doesn't.
Some people say
Sega don't know what to do.
It's like
with him.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like Sonic was never good. We was just kids.
No, that ain't
I'm
true
never
at all.
gonna disrespect Sonic.
Like I said, I can
Sonic's
tell
up there
you
with Super Mario.
that it's not because of. We already know how he feels about Mario, so we're not gonna go there. But Sonic
You know how I
could be.
feel about both. Mario cool. He just overrated, bro.
Man, we ain't
Come
even
on, man. We're not
there.
trying to open that can of
He's
worms, Jared.
overrated,
Man,
but
no.
we just gonna
Yeah,
move
right.
on,
There we
right?
go. There we go. We gonna leave that alone.
overrated.
What I was saying about Sonic, I can enjoy an older Sonic game, and it's not even the nostalgia attack that gets me. It's just that it's an enjoyable game. It's simple. You roll up in the ball and run fast. Get from here to here. Bounce off a couple people, and that's it. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Knock them over the head, home and blast, boom, 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 boom. It's when they tried to, what they did wrong with Sonic, and I tell people all the time, when you try to compare Mario and Sonic, Mario's gift is the fact that he has very little.
That he knows how to jump.
No.
Man,
He has
Jared.
he has
And he takes shrooms.
he has very little quirks. Like, he has his mushroom thing. Okay, he gets big.
He has charisma.
He throws fire. That's it. But Sonic is based on speed. So when you make a game about a character that's based on
Why you
speed,
looking at me, man? Why you looking at me, Jared?
I'm chilling.
I'm trying to get my point across. You got Sonic, that's a speedy character, but you got him in Sonic kart racing. Why is he in a car? He runs faster than the car he's racing in. Is he doing this to be in fair competition with his peers? I mean, I don't understand.
Running around
Because the speed of sound, you don't need a car for that.
Follow me.
Like, that's
set
stupid.
you free.
Hey, the soundtrack for Sonic was hard. though.
Sonic soundtracks have always been consistently fire. Oh, and they had like the Knuckles raps.
Oh yeah, the Knuckle Rush.
They ain't gonna let it get to me. I'm just
Especially
going
that. What's
crazy.
my
The
favorite
Halloween
level?
time.
Right, Halloween time.
Halloween or something
You
like
talking
that.
about Pumpkin Hill?
Yeah, Pumpkin.
Right.
That's the rap, yeah.
that's the rap. That's the best one though.
Man, this
Yeah,
fuck
that's the
searching
best
around
rap.
for all these little
This
diamonds.
like what the
Diamond
fuck?
shards, man. It ain't
What
here.
the fuck they at?
Yeah, he be digging, be rats, rats.
That shit just sticky. Yo, this is just like tune. Like that song.
Right.
Cause you spent so long
I
on
ain't
that
gonna
level.
let it get to me. I'm just gonna creep.
All right, man.
I
Moving
got
on.
to find my lost peeps.
Last topic, you guys. Rest in peace to Stan Lee.
One of the goats.
He is the GOAT. He basically created.
Thanos.
I can't even count how many characters he created for Marvel and their backstories and stuff.
He said he wants to be remembered for Spider-Man.
That's what he said.
Yes.
And he said originally he made Spider-Man with a mask was because he wanted people to identify, all types of people to identify with Spider-Man. So that's like he was like one of the first ones outside of Iron Man with the full mask on their face. Everybody had just like the half, see the chin and stuff. He was one of the first.
What was dope was that like the inspiration between the X-Men, between
that's
Professor Xavier and Magneto is a complex of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King.
That was really dope too.
Yep.
That was
That was
because
fire.
it was supposed to show like how people just hate you just because they were just brought up that way. Even though they don't know you, they just hate you for what you are.
Because you're scared of you. Yes, intimidation and stuff. I just like how open-minded he was, and that he was just open to everybody. That's what he said, regardless of gender, race, whatever preference, religion, whatever you might have. You know, we're all heroes at the end of the day.
And then I said when he talks, he like bring people together. He like lights up the room. He's able to bring you in when he talks. And
Yeah, his cadence is awesome. Like I used to love playing the when they first brought Spider-Man to PlayStation, and he was narrating the story. I was like, oh, that's fire. We got Stan Lee in here.
And then it's like on like these features that was on the original Spider-Man movie, the Sam Raimi ones. He was just like he wasn't a scientist. Like he was talking about how he came with the Hulk. Like it was like a radiation bomb or something. I don't know the difference between a radiation bomb and an eggplant. I just was like imagination, nigga. Like I was just writing stuff. You know?
Can I just read a very important quote?
Yeah, most definitely, bro.
As long as we don't go off on a tangent here.
I know we've been.
From Stan Lee, but
we not.
he does a nod to Batman. It's like almost like a poem he wrote that says, "As comics fans must surely know, superheroes come and go. Today they're hot, tomorrow cold. But some there are that break the mold. They're heroes of whom myths are made, whose luster never seems to fade. No evildoer shall escape from him who wears the ebony cape. I refer, of course, to that man, whom the world now hails as Batman."
I love Batman. I just think in a one-on-one fight though, We're not even gonna open this.
Here we go again.
No, we here for it.
No, we're
You
not.
in the-
We're
You
not
want
here
to
for
go down the
it.
Mario show? Say what you mean, man.
Bro,
Our last topic, man. R.I.P. to Kim.
oh
Porter.
damn, shit. Yeah.
R.I.P. to Kim Porter.
Thank you, John.
Some people may not know she was a model. She parented conceived the children with Diddy, Puff Daddy, P Diddy,
Puff Diddy.
whatever you
Yeah.
want to call them.
It's just sad. They show so
Just
much
sad,
love
she
for her.
was super young. Everybody shows so much love for her. They're not really sure what happened. It sounds like a cardiac thing, but I read earlier that they're launching another investigation into it. So, like I said, man, R.I.P. man. Thoughts and prayers are with Diddy and his family and all the other people that were around her. So, don't want to really end on a somber note, but that's the last. I wanted to make sure we got that in there before we went off on another tangent, man.
He
about
definitely did.
trivial things.
Yeah.
But
Moment of silence for both Stan Lee and Kim Porter. John.
moral of the story. It seems like my moral of the story the same every time. We got to do better. I swear. Moral of the story is we got to do better. And Jason Todd is on his way figuring that out. He just do what he got to do. Because they ain't gonna do nothing but show up and call us anyway.
Right.
Moral of the story. Leaders, hold yourself more accountable for the stuff you say. Talk the talk, walk the walk, but don't waste your time blaming downfalls or things that's out of your power on other people, especially natural disasters. You make a fool out of yourself, and you make us all as a total whole look like a total whole. So, cut it out.
So moral of the story, then, seriously, man, we gotta do better as a country for sure, man. Can we agree on anything?
As a human race.
Anything.
More of the story, man, like what John said, we got to come together as a country. We not only got to see what is right from wrong or like things should just be this way, but see things from other people's perspectives, how they view things, and all to come to one accord that we can just like be on one page, you know. Set things straight for every day. Make sure everything's good for everybody. We can't just think about ourselves. That's all I have to say. And then Mario's overrated.
That won't make it.